All right, so we are going to go ahead and open up our 9 lines file, or actually we'll go ahead and open up our, let's open up our 9 lines file here real quick. So just double click on that to get back into it. And we're going to create a isometric drawing of block 1. So I'm just using my 9 lines file here to kind of get us in and have everything already saved. So notice this brings me in with all of my different layers properties that I've in layers set up already. So I'm going to first go and I'm going to make the object line layer active. So, and then I'm going to turn off the construction line layer so that I don't see it. So, all right, so now I've got just a blank screen here in my object layer, and we're going to draw this as a block 1 isometric. So at this point, since I'm at 9 lines, I want to go right on up and we'll go save as. So bring this up, and in this case, we're going to change this to block 1 isometric. So block 1 isometric. So this is our isometric drawing, hyphen with your first initial and last name. I'll hit save. So, all right, so that brings it up. So saying that it already exists, so I'll just go ahead and create a copy for now. Hopefully you guys will have a brand new one. So, all right, so notice here I get up in the top where it says block 1 isometric hyphen first last conflicted copy. That means I got more than one there. So I've done this a couple of times, so that's why it's showing there. Now, to do this, we want, of course, with our object snap. So I'm going to click on here. I want my endpoint and my intersection. Actually, I don't need intersections. So I'm just going to have my endpoint turned on as far as that goes. I am going to turn on polar tracking here, and I want this to be at 30 degrees. So we'll turn on polar tracking. And the reason I say 30 degrees is because if you recall, our isometric drawings are at a 30-degree angle to give us that three-dimensional look. And we're going to, again, just draw block number 1, which is just a simple wood block that measures 6 inches by 3 inches by 1 inch. And we're going to draw that as an isometric view. Now, I want you to understand that with isometric view, our dimensions and the distances are exactly the same as they are in real life. So that means our width is still going to be at 6 inches. Our height is still going to be at 3 inches, and our depth is still going to be at 1.5 inches. So I'm going to start with my line tool, and I'm going to start out at 0, 0, so or my origin point. So all right, and I'm going to go right up. Notice now, because I have polar tracking on, it's going to snap in at 90 degrees, and in this case the height is going to be 3 inches. So I just have to type in 3, make sure that I'm at 90 degrees, and hit enter. And I can keep on drawing the lines. Now, this is where I'm going to use that 30-degree snap. And this I want to be at 6 inches. So I'm typing in 6, I'm at 30 degrees, I hit enter. I'm now going to come back down at 90 degrees, and this is going to be 3 inches. So 3 inches, enter. So, and now I connect that parallelogram. So notice it clicks in. I'm at 6 inches and 150 degrees, which makes sense. It should be. All right, so I'll left click to enter. Now I'm not done drawing, so now I can go up and to the right, lock that in at 30. And again, notice in this case we're at 150 degrees. So, and this is going to be 1.5 on my depth. All right, now I'm coming up at 90 degrees from that point. This is going to be 3 inches. So type that in, and I'll go right back over now, and I'll snap in where it connected. Okay, and I'll go ahead at this point and confirm. So I'll right click confirm to get out of the command. Notice now I have the front of the block, and I've got this left side of the block, so I need to go in and do the top now as well. So let me back to my line tool. I'm going to click on here, and again, we're just going to snap that at 30. This is going to be 6, enter, and we can come right back in here and make that connection. Snap at that, and I can get out of my drawing line command now by right clicking and confirming. And now I've got my block 1 isometric drawing. It's all ready, so I'm going to do a zoom all to kind of bring that in. So notice how it goes. Notice I could also do a zoom. So, oops, I spelled it wrong. So I'll do a Z for zoom, enter. I'm going to do extents now. So E for extents. Notice how it changes. It brings everything right in there. So that's our zoom extents. If I zoom out here, I can also do a Z for zoom and a window. Enter. And here in this case, I'm just going to kind of select over, window over the area, release the left-hand button, and repress to kind of window in. Right now for this one, I like the zoom extent, so I'm going to go Z, enter, E, enter for extents, bring it in, save it, and we are done with the block 1 isometric drawing.